come it is so hard to define a focus? Laura, I don't know what's happening. I'm not attracting the right people. People aren't interested in what I have to offer anymore. Do you have any ideas? Two common questions I get asked from consultants about their focus. In this video, I will discuss 3 reasons why a consultant might have some challenges with their focus, and I will provide some ideas that you can implement immediately to help you move forward. Hi, I'm Laura Burford. If you would like some additional consulting insights and tips, please subscribe to the channel, subscribe below, and click the bell so that you're notified when a new video is available. Your focus is the foundation for your business. Some people call focus their niche. Focus, niche, I don't care. Regardless, your focus or niche is the foundation for your business. If there's a crack in it, you will struggle to attract the right people and get hired so you get paid. I have found there are 3 key reasons why people sometimes have some challenges with their focus. Are they the only ones? No. Let me discuss each one and provide a few ideas to help you move forward. The first, fear. Plain, ordinary fear. People are scared. Being a consultant requires a certain mindset. If you've worked within a corporation and you've moved into consultancy, it's a change. You're doing things by yourself. But you have to take a step back and say, what is the thing that I am best at? You have to limit your focus to one thing. The one thing that you want to be known as the expert in, the go-to person. By limiting, you will attract the right people that are interested in what you have to offer, as well as the people that want to work with you. You will also make it easier to say no to people, because you only want to work on the things that are within your focus. I know when I started out, I struggled with this. I wish somebody had pulled me aside and hit me over the head and said, "You're trying to do too much. Yes, I know you can do everything, but you're trying to do too much. You're looked at as the jack of all trades and the master of none." And it wasn't until I started honing in on one thing that things started to change. And in all honesty, I started to feel better about myself because I could concentrate on one thing. I felt like I was juggling balls all the time, and I wasn't doing anything well. And every time one of the balls would fall, I would go, oh, how am I going to get that back? It's hard and it's scary to limit your focus to one thing, but it's doable. If you have a number of things that you're trying to focus on, here's an idea. Pick one. Go with your gut. As long as people are interested in that one thing and they're willing to pay, give it a shot. Put some boundaries around how long you're going to try to work on that focus. But pick one and concentrate on that. Concentrate on building awareness and getting your message out. You might be surprised what happens. If you want some other ideas and tips about limiting your focus to one thing, check out How to Determine Your Focus. There's another video on this channel. Help yourself. And now for the second reason. I call the second reason the changing world. It's very easy for a consultant to concentrate on their one thing, their focus, and lose sight of what's happening around them. They don't listen to what's happening in the environment or even sometimes within their personal life. They ignore the noise and they just plow ahead. And as they plow ahead, they get left behind. You need to listen to what's going on around you. Let me provide you an example. I know a marketing consultant. When she started out, she decided that she was going to focus on social media platforms. And she decided that her platform of choice was going to be MySpace. Well, if she was still focusing on MySpace today, she wouldn't be around. She listened and watched what was going on and decided to move off of MySpace slowly and start working with LinkedIn. She is now a LinkedIn expert and doing quite well as a consultant helping others with LinkedIn. But she listened to the noise and watched what was going on around her. As you listen to what's happening and watch what's happening, you have two choices. One, you can embrace the change, as the marketing consultant did, and become an expert in something slightly different. Changing your focus slightly to move ahead. Or you can continue going down the path that you are on and maybe change it later, or worse yet, you become extinct, like the dinosaur. Here's my recommendation. You constantly listen to what's going on around you, and you evaluate your focus. You should evaluate it at least once a year, but I really recommend you do it at least once a quarter. Watch what's going on, pay attention, and don't hesitate to take the step back and say, it's time for a change. I need to change. And now for the third reason. I call the third reason the balancing act. And I call it that because your focus and your ideal client need to work together. And if they're out of balance, you're going to have some difficulties attracting the right people and getting hired and getting paid. Your ideal client is the person that's interested in hiring you. And when I talk about your ideal client, I'm talking about the characteristics, the tangible things, as well as the behaviors, the intangible things. Your ideal client criteria. I've watched many a consultant forget about going and modifying their ideal client as they change their focus, even if it's a slight change, and then wonder what has happened. That was the second question I mentioned when this video started. I don't know what's happened. People are no longer interested in my offer. They're not interested in your offer because you're not talking to the right people. You're not attracting the right people. Every time you hone your focus, you should definitely be looking at your ideal client criteria and deciding if you have to modify it. If you look at your focus only once a year, make sure you look at your ideal client criteria at least once a year. If you're looking at your focus every quarter, look at your ideal client criteria every quarter. Make sure they're in balance. Let me recap the 3 reasons I find people have some challenges with their focus. The first, fear. They don't take the time to limit their focus to one thing that they become an expert in. An easy way to help you move forward, if you have 2, 3, or even more potential focuses, pick one. Use your gut and decide on one and give it a shot. If you change it, so be it. You won't be the first person that changes their focus. And put a time limit around it. See how you're doing. If it's not working, can it, and pick a different one. The second reason, the world changes and you change. You need to change with it. If you don't, you will be extinct, like the dinosaur. If you see the world changing, embrace it. Embrace it and be a leader. Be a leader so that your focus and you are the first person that people think of with that new environment. And the third reason I call the balancing act. You need to make sure your focus and ideal client are in balance. They're in sync. The recommendation for the second as well as the third reason is really the same. Periodically look at your focus and periodically look at your ideal client and modify them, hone them, revamp them, even be it slightly. But make sure they're both in sync so that you can move forward. If you have any questions or comments, please jot them below. And help me help you. If there is a topic you would like me to discuss on a video or even a blog article, please jot that below as well. It gives me some ideas as to how I can help you. If you like this video, please click the like button. Please subscribe to the channel and click on the bell so that you are notified when a new video is available. And don't hesitate to check out other videos on this channel. Particularly, determine your focus. If you're struggling to limit your focus to that one thing, you might want to check that out. I am sure you'll get some additional ideas. Until next time, thank you and take care.